How's it going, everybody? Sorry for the absence, but today we're going to be taking a super quick look at the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Series, Wonderfest exclusive, maybe not anymore, Godzilla KOTM, Burning Godzilla Battle version. It's a bit of a mouthful. A great release from Hiya that many people were anticipating. Many people weren't lucky enough to get it, and if you were one of those many people that still want this figure, boy do I have some good news for you. Coming in just a sec. Stick around. So before I hop into a closer examination of this wonderful offering by Hiya Toys, I must spread the good news and my main reason for creating this video. Rejoice those who missed KOTM Toys drops. Rejoice those who feel snubbed by INS Hobby's inability to provide accurate stock. Rejoice those who seethe upon seeing the grotesque prices of eBay listings. Rejoice, for Hiya has heard thine pleas and offered a second chance. So before I tell you the main reason why I'm here making this video, I do have a slight disclaimer to make. The little segment you saw before is not meant to be a dig or a shot at the companies that were trying to procure this figure for release and trying to get you this figure in hand. INS Hobby, KOTM Toys, they're good companies. I've ordered from them a few times. I've had nothing but decent experiences with them. Errors happened with the website on KOTM Toys. Not their fault. They can only handle so much influx of people trying to buy it at the same time. And then, of course, with the INS Hobby situation, I don't actually know exactly what happened there. From my understanding, it was just a little, hey, we ordered not as many as we could get and let too many people pre-order it, you know? And that is, you know, just human error. It happens. Please don't give any grief to these companies. They're trying to get you the figures. They're trying to do what they do, and they are good. Now, why I'm here, as you may not have heard, or you have heard, Hiya Toys announced a few weeks ago that they are doing a wide re-release of this figure with limited quantity. They are only selling 500 on their website, 24 hours from when this video went up, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 29th, which I believe is 11 a.m. Beijing time. The link is in the description. They are also doing 200 via an in-shop, like in-store, in-person store drop. They're releasing 200 there in Shanghai, China, I believe. So not really the most, procurable for a majority of us, I'm sure. But this is why I'm here. I'm here to kind of help spread the word about this release happening that I am not going to be touching because I already have one and other people deserve it more. So spite resellers, I spite them too. They suck. Okay, so first thing on the shopping block, we're going to be taking a very quick look at the accessories, of which there are technically only two. So there is these nice pair of fist hands that you're going to be seeing in the thumbnail. They look quite nice. They're just translucent like the rest of them. They look good on the figure. They are sliding off my hands. If you can see them, they're just a nice hook hand where he can hold. I believe he's supposed to be able to hold King Ghidorah's head, which I will not be able to replicate because I do not have the Gravity Beam figure. Next, we have the Gravity Beam King Ghidorah neck pieces. Now these pieces, if I can figure out how to hold them so you can actually see them, are quite gory, quite nasty, quite icky. And they give a very nice look. Oh, I can't really. There we go. A nice little focus up on that. Very, very nice. They fit in well from what I've seen for other people, but I will not be able to demonstrate that for you, today because I do not have the ability to. Nice and gory and nasty. Okay, so here he is standing next to my Hiya Exquisite Basic Series, Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019. Normal version, I guess you could call them. As you can see, they're basically the same figure, just, different plastic, different paint apps. They are from the same movie, obviously, and that's pretty much all that's going on here. So real quick, just going to be showcasing how cool he looks, the fact that he's completely translucent. He looks great underneath pretty much any harsh light. Really, really cool effect here. I love how it looks glowing right there, up on his head. It looks fantastic. That pretty much also sums up how the paint apps work as well. Not really, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, so next we're just going to be chit-chatting about paint and articulation, kind of.
semi-sporadically at the same time because I'm kind of rushed for time here and my phone's running out of storage space. So we're just going to kind of hit these both at the same time here. As you can see, the paint apps are absolutely delightful. Those hues of yellow hidden in all those cracks with the beautiful orange color, subtly highlighted with the gray, dark black, burnt charcoal, and the deep red in the fins. It all looks so well. The bright yellow eyes. This is by far the best Burning Godzilla on the market for a reasonable value that isn't like Spiral Studios. But this is better than the Monster Arts. This is better than their previous release. This is better than the NECA. It is the definitive Burning Godzilla. Now, again, if you have any of the Hiya toys, Godzilla, after the first release to this release, you're going to be looking at a lot of the same here. It's just a simple one long barbell joint, I believe, for the neck, which doesn't give you much down motion because of those sleeve segments that are hiding the joint in the gap. But you do get a decent side to side. You get a decent look up if you can play around with it, hide it a little bit better. But you do get a decent range of motion in the neck. In the body, you don't really, frankly, get a ton. It's actually a little bit better than I remember, but you get a decent amount. You can actually see it better if I do this over here. Yeah, you get a decent twist, a tiny rocking side to side motion. With the arms, you can pull up probably about 45 degrees. They can spin all the way around. You have a nice joint at the elbow, just one solid, I don't actually know what that goes. I think this is just a hinge joint, and then, or hinge and ball joint, whatever, I don't know. You swivel all the way around, swivel ball joint at the wrist. You get a decent amount of play there, same for both sides. For the tail, you have, I believe, a 9-segment tail. It's pretty fluid on this one, but the one problem is I realized that mine is a bit loose, a bit wibbly-wobbly. Doesn't really hold its shape curling up at all. I don't know if that's a problem. It's not a problem with my 2019 figure. I don't know if that's a problem with other releases from Hiya Toys, but that's just something to look out for. So maybe don't play around with it as rough as I have on the tail. It is on the third connection to the second segment. So yeah, that's just one thing to look out for. Next is the feet. They go all the way around. There's your nice little trademark information. And then there is more on here. Again, the detailing is fantastic with the hues of black and orange and yellow all throughout. It looks amazing. I absolutely love the details on this figure. I believe this is a double jointed knee. Don't get the greatest articulation out of it. And then we have a nice ankle pivot, which helps get some nice standing poses that are a little bit more dynamic than just the basic buff, which is how, frankly, the majority of us will pose him. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. It's a little mishmash. I was kind of panicking, rushing it a little bit to get to the finish line here. It's approaching 8:30, so I got to get this onto my computer and edit it. I ended up not being able to stay and work on it as long as I would have liked to prior to getting out to Thanksgiving, which was great, by the way. Pie is amazing. Eat as much pie as you possibly can. Every year on Thanksgiving, it's the best way to handle it. But if you didn't enjoy it, why are you still here? You should have left a while ago. If you did enjoy it, I appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Yeah, have a great night. And be thankful. Be thankful. That's like important for like Thanksgiving. So be thankful.